Hi, Doug.
Hi, Barb.
We survived the program.
We did?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think.
Are you sure we did?
Well, let's see. Yep, I'm still alive.
Hi, everybody. My name is Doug Gillenbrock, Director of Events with FMCA. Barb Filer, to my right, your left. Yeah, that's right. We're here to do our final Facebook Live Q&A before we head to Redmond, Oregon for the Adventure Peaks presented by Beaver Coach Sales Convention at the beautiful Deschutes Expo, or Fair and Expo.
Fair and Expo.
Fair and Expo Center. Yes. We're mighty excited. As Barb mentioned, we did last week and the beginning of this week finish up the program. It is out there. Anne, who was our producer today, she sent that out a little bit ago, about 2 o'clock. I think the e-blast went out with that. It also can be found on the website. So if you want to look at the program, all that's going on, you can go ahead and do that. Start looking at the different activities that will be happening throughout the event. There may be some changes to that program as we get a little bit closer, and any changes that we make, you're going to find out in a couple of different ways. We're going to have a change sheet that'll come in your welcome bag that'll talk about anything that's canceled, new, changed, whatever. We also have our texting service. It's Redmond 24. Type that in, send it to 800 543-3622, and that'll get you signed up for our texting service. And then we also have our event app that we'll be coming out with here in a couple weeks, maybe even less than a couple weeks. What we have to do, and the reason people ask, well, why can't you get the app out sooner? We have to wait till the program's finished so we can take all that good information that's been edited and cleaned up and, kind of made sure that it's all accurate, and then we put it into the app. So we have to do the program first, then the app. So hopefully, like I said, maybe next week, probably the week after, we'll have the app ready to go. We'll make sure information gets out about that, tell people how to get signed up for it. And then everyone will be ready for the event here in less than a month, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
it's actually it's 4 weeks from today. This is the start, but people will be there before that.
Yes.
We will definitely be there before that.
And our show's on the truck before that.
Yeah. Yeah. The truck needs to get packed in 2 weeks.
Yes. So here we are. We're live. If you have any questions, this is your chance to, whatever's on your mind, give us a shout and we will get it answered for you. But in the meantime, we're just going to roll through.
We'll talk about a bunch of the things that folks will have questions about. May have many people have probably either this week, perhaps last week, maybe they haven't gotten it yet. We have talked about, the confirmation packets. They went out early last week.
Friday.
Well, that's not early last week.
No, late last week. Friday. The 12th.
And we a lot of folks are getting them now. We want you to make sure you open it. If you haven't received it yet, you should be getting it very, very soon. We sent out our will call e-blast yesterday for those who've chosen to hold on, not get their packets till they get there. You got your will call e-blast yesterday with a lot of the same information, just in PDF form. So you should have a bunch of that. We'll go through some of these things that were in that packet. I think we kind of did it last time, but we'll do it again this time, just to make sure everybody's familiar with all the parts and pieces. The first is the confirmation booklet. A lot of good information in there. The directions are in there. That's kind of the middle of the thing. Please follow those directions to get onto the grounds. Depending on your situation, whether if you might be advanced crew, you might be an exhibitor, you might be a family member, when you're going to come in. A lot of other details about the things that we're going to be doing there. Kind of some rules and regulations. Just a whole variety of different things involving getting to the event and what's going to happen once you get there. It's not a full program kind of thing, but it gives you a little bit of information about things when you get there, how to take care of, get yourself parked, get everything together.
Now the information that's in here that's event oriented will be more specific, more detailed, and more correct in the program that you got today.
Yeah,
the digital program.
Some of the things that we put in there, that was done a little bit ago. So some of this stuff might be a little out of date. go by if there's any changes, if there's any difference between that and the program will be what is more correct, I guess is the right thing to say. We also have our parking cards. You're going to get one of those. It's going to say 30 amp. We got a whole variety of different parking cards, that you'll put in. Shows kind of what you decided you wanted your parking situation to be. I want to show you. We already got one. We already got one question about the placement of cards. On the back of this is one way, and then we put another sheet together. Our parking chief, Roger Donnelly, suggested we do it like this on this little sheet rather than the way we have it on the back of the cards. We had those cards printed a while ago, so I wasn't going to reprint those. But we did send an extra sheet here in your packet saying how to line up your cards. One of the challenges we have with these cards is they are kind of big, and if we put them vertically in your windshield, it puts a pretty good blind spot into your view. So what we're going to try and do this time, maybe going forward, we'll see, is lining that horizontally across your windshield instead. That way, you'll still be able to view the top of these cards rather than having a blind spot right down the middle of the windshield.
A gate entrance. Which gate was it says?
Okay.
Off enter gate B, Mount Hood Drive.
Okay. For those who, we have different gates for different people coming in. All family members will be coming in the Mount Hood gate, and they will turn, right or left, whichever way they're coming. Go south. That takes you down towards the grounds area. At that point, you'll meet the parking team. The welcome area will be down there. They'll greet you. If you have to take care of going to will call, they'll get you that way. If you just want to get queued up to go get parked, they'll get you queued up to get parked. Once that happens, then they'll get somebody to take you to your parking area, depending on what your specific parking card says. There's also, a variety of other cards. You might be advanced crew. You might be disabled. You might have some other things, different cards that can shield as well. For those, parking team knows what to do with those when they see them, and they will take care of getting you lined up correctly so that once you get parked, you'll get taken to your area. If for some reason you get parked and you're not real sure you're in the right spot, don't just stop in the middle. Go ahead and get parked, and then contact somebody with the parking team. If you can't get it figured out there, they'll bring it down to the info center where we can figure out what might be wrong or what might be right, or get you parked in the right spot. If you just stop in the middle, that all the parking kind of halts until they can figure out what you're doing. So go ahead and get parked, and then after the fact, we may end up moving you if you are in the wrong spot.
Exhibitors, passports, daily passports, basically public parking will enter A. Mount Jefferson. So you're an RV ready to do gate B.
Right.
This is included. This is something you.
Yeah, this is something that we had to kind of create, and this might not apply to everyone, but it will apply to the folks who are inside the fence line of the fairgrounds. We're going to have a bunch of RVs parked in right, by where all the buildings are, mostly disabled. We're going to have some other groups in there. Some of the exhibitors will be in there who are parked inside. We can't have your towed vehicles or your towing vehicles driving around into the different areas inside the grounds. So we have specific gates that I want you to use if you're going to go outside with your towed vehicle or your tow vehicle. You can park in most instances near your RV, but you can't drive into the buildings. You can't drive into the different areas, Mayfield Circle, and different areas where all of our activities will be taking place. So we have specific gates kind of created that we want you to use depending on what lot you are parked in within the middle of the fairgrounds area. It probably, until you get there, it'll probably be a little confusing as to how that works. But I think once you get there and you realize where these gates are, where your car is parked or your truck's going to be parked or whatever it is, Once you see that, then you kind of get an idea. Okay, that's the gate we have to use if we want to go into town, or if we want to go, drive over to, down the bend or something like that. And then you come back and use that same gate to park back by your RV or in the designated parking area that we've established.
Parking is from 8 to 5. If you show up hours, just head to the welcome area, quote unquote area. If you come in after 5 and the parking's shut down, just drive for free overnight. Don't panic, just stay right there. And they'll get you in the morning by 8 o'clock.
And if you happen to come in after our normal parking days, which is up through the start of the event, so you come in, there will be some signage out there that you can. Give me a phone number. You call that phone number. We'll get in touch with some parking folks, and them come out, lead you to your parking spot.
It's best if you unhook your toes before coming in, but don't panic. If it's just a single person and have one, we'll help you get through it. But it makes it a lot easier if it's just all hooked up and you don't.
Yeah, if we will have an area where you can unhook your RV, so don't worry about that. Mention if you're by yourself, you have a code, and it's very difficult for you, to do what we're asking you to do. The parking team will take care of you. They'll help you out. They'll get you and your tow to your parking spot, so it won't be a problem.
Once you're all ready, you're unhooked, all your placards are in, then we'll queue you up. A volunteer will help you do that, and get you to stage 2 park, I guess. Then you'll follow that volunteer to the parking area. Not attempt to park without a parking team member ever.
Yeah, we do that. People think, well, I can park. I know how to do this. Well, and you very well may do that without a problem. The issue is you have a lot of other people out there. You have a lot of other equipment, whether it's RVs, towed vehicles, awnings, all other stuff is out there, and we don't want you to suffer any damage. We don't want people, we don't want people, to have their stuff damaged when they're trying to park. So please use it. Please use a parking volunteer. Also, we want to make sure that you understand when you are parking, even if you have that parking volunteer, be careful. It's your responsibility. The parking team members are there to help you. But if you don't feel safe doing something, don't do it. Get out, talk to them about it. Try and figure out what the best route is. We don't want damage to your RV. We don't want injuries. We don't want damage to other RVs. So make sure that you are clear about how you're being parked. Make sure if you have any questions or you have any doubts, you take it upon yourself to stop and get it figured out before anything else happens.
Once you're parked.
Once you are parked, we want you to put this in your windshield if you haven't already. This is a QR code that we will have someone from the parking team come and scan. That will indicate where you are parked on the ground. We can then come find you if we need to. We can find out what row you're in, what area you're in, or we can go by your RV if something's happening there. Maybe your dog's barking, or maybe something happened. Maybe a towed vehicle, something happened in your area. We can scan that and find out who you are, what your phone number is, and get you a call so that you can come back to your RV.
What's important is when you get this in your packet, just double check that it's your name and F number on the QR code, that it wasn't missed that. That never happens.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. Since I'm not doing it, it never happens. Now, if I was doing it, they'd blame me for all of it. Right?
Right.
Great.
Extra info now. The caravans have been great this year. You've called, you've kept in contact. We're looking good. If you do happen to have a little caravan for me and I need to know about it, just email conventions@fmca.com and we'll get you set up. It's not a big deal. It's just nice for Roger to know we've got 10 coming in at a certain time or a date, or I can adjust your time so you don't all at the same time. Which happens too. Want to park together, the big key is have the same electric choice, 30 amp, 50 amp generator, and arrive together so that you're parked in tandem. That's the best way and almost guaranteed.
If you're interested in parking with someone else, whether it's, friend, chapter members, whatever, the key is to be there together. If you get there early and you still hear they're 5-10 miles down the road, hang out, wait till they get there, and then get parked. One of the things, even if you're a caravan, one of the things that we found very helpful and our parking team does as well is take a white piece of paper, just a loose piece of paper, have, the name of one of the participants, Smith, and then put one of however many RVs are going to get parked. And then have the other person, Smith, of however many there are. That way, the parking team knows you're all together and that they can keep you together, make sure if there's 2 people there and it says there's 4, where is the other 2? Are we waiting for them still, or where are they at? So they can keep you all together and get you parked together. We don't save parking spaces, but we try and make it as possible as we can to keep you parked together if that's what you like to do.
If you're interested in coming in early, we encourage that as long as everything's available. The first day is Sunday, August 11th, if you're able. If you're not required, if you're a volunteered schedule on that, this is different. This means you're scheduled on the 12th, but you want to come in early, find yourself in the area, come on in. One, you can dry camp for free, or if we can park you early, it's a $40 per night charge. Payable check or cash. Anything else about arriving early?
No, I think we're good.
Good.
One of the things we didn't talk about, and I don't know if they're not on here, do we look at any of the other things that are in the packet as far as the badges and?
Yeah, I didn't all that. Yeah.
Just make sure. I want to make sure that as you get your packet, make sure that your badges are in there, and make sure they are your badge with your names on them. And if we need to get something new made, or we need to get something updated,
you have to kind of look.
A lot of these packets have a lot of things in them, so you do have to go through everything. There we go. So there's, since this person here is asked for disabled parking, so they're going to get blue badges. Folks who aren't, will get yellow badges. There are a limited number of people for our advanced crew who will get green badges, but you'll have the badges. Make sure your name's on them. Make sure your information is correct. If not, let us know. Send us an email, convention@fmca.com. Call us at 800-543-3622, and we can get those badges corrected and either get them sent out to you or have them at will call when you show up. There's the yellow ones. You also have a little hanger for your towed vehicle or towing vehicle, so you can get in and out of the ground without any problem. If you're first timer, you receive volunteer guides. I'm sorry, you had we have one of these guides come to you and take a look at that. It also has your first time attendee card in there, and you will receive a couple of these sweet little first timer ribbons to wear. There's that, and then we have our arrival card. Tell you what day we have you scheduled to arrive. There'll be a bonus buck in there. There'll be some other cards and things for different activities that will be going on. So
bonus buck, and then this is our drawing for the member meeting on Saturday. Fill that out, bring it to the info center. Can't forget the drum. Okay.
We'll have the drum. That's for our party on Tuesday in downtown Redmond. We're going to have a welcome to party sponsored by Beaver. Some information about that, some tickets that you can tear off to use for drinks while you're on.
There's volunteer, V.
Yep, we got a V for the volunteers in there. If you are a volunteer, depending on the volunteer, sometimes if you're a coffee volunteer.
Whoops, that's true. Coffee hour. We have first thing nice. Sorry, I'm not gonna apply it here. It's food.
A lot of different cards, depending on what your activities are, or if you're volunteering, if you're doing different things. There's a variety of cards that you may or may not. If for some reason you think that you didn't get what you were supposed to, you signed up for something, or at least you thought you signed up for something and you didn't get anything about that, let us know, and we can go through your registration. We can find out what you're missing, what you should have, and if we need to, we can mail it out to you or have it at will call for you.
Governing board members, these will be in your governing board packets, not in your
Right.
registration.
That's something that you're going to get from Penny and Danielle down at Chapter Services.
Right.
We do have some driving school folks, so there's special instructions for you guys who are coming in to do the driving school. This will not be in confirmation packet. We still need out in separate packets.
Some of them will be. We were able to.
Okay.
In your packet first.
So there may be some in your confirmation packet. If not, it will come shortly in another smaller envelope.
You feel good about anything?
We feel good about it.
I will have to be packed. Mr. Thank you, Mr. Bush, for letting me to rip you back up.
Barbara Miller has asked, and I'm going to question Barbara's. Redmond, we're not going to have buses running around. We will have a number of golf carts who are going to be providing transportation during the event. One of the really kind of interesting good things about Redmond is it is built in a circle. So everything is centralized. There's no buildings, like stretch way far out down the road or, several blocks away. Everything's around in a circle, so everyone will come to the middle. That's where all the activities will take place, and go back to their RVs. Walking is very, very doable at this event. It's not. The distances aren't that great. For those who are disabled who need some help, we certainly will, provide that. We encourage folks to bring their bikes, any other transportation that they might want to bring themselves. Certainly welcome to do that. We just, we can't have any cars in the activity areas, but we can have golf carts, we can have bikes, we can have those types of things, mobility scooters, that kind of thing. We are going to try, I mentioned earlier, try and have our disabled park as close to the activity areas as possible. So movement back and forth to the seminars, to the exhibit halls, to the entertainment is going to be very close for most of you folks.
But if not, there'll be carts.
We will have activity carts running around both on the perimeter of the grounds, around these circles, and within the activity areas, places where we have parking.
Those of you who received your will call packet or will call email today, you'll go to the welcome area to get your packet and put your placard in your window that has to be W. I'll leave you right there and pick everything up, and then you'll set up and queue up, and off you go. We're on to other activities now. I hope, unless there's questions, did we miss any?
Let's see.
Barbara Miller had a clarification on her question. It says you mentioned an event in
Oh,
town.
okay.
Oh.
Yes, we will have a bus. I'm sorry. Yes, we will have a bus we'll have a bus that'll be moving into town that'll take folks. We also will encourage folks to drive their cars if they wish. Bunch of restaurants down in this area where we're having this event. It's going to be basically at two different events themselves for FMCA, at two different locations. Right. Where's it at?
Oh, wait,
No,
I have a blank.
Here we go. The one's at Wild Bride Brew, and the other is at the Blacksmith Public House. There are also a whole bunch of restaurants around that area. At both of these facilities, they also have a number of food trucks that you can go to and get dinner. Like I said, we'll have some drink tickets here. They'll have a band at the Blacksmith House, so Blacksmith Public House. So it'll be a fun evening for folks. It still lasts from 5 to 9. If you would go down earlier, you can certainly go down earlier. The bus is going to run those hours. They'll stay later as well. Try yourself. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to do it. Some folks stuck in an area because they might go as they please. Others would be just fine taking the bus. We do have just one bus, so it'd be 50-something people going at a time, and then it's just a short distance away. So the bus should be back within 5-10 minutes or so. We all pick up the next group.
Did you see something?
Yeah, if you guys have time, we did receive another question here. It says, we are first timers, FMCA convention attendees. What day should we arrive? Will there be any grand design tables?
You are scheduled to arrive on the 12th as a first timer, and basically everybody's coming in the 12th unless you need to come in earlier than that. So, there's information in this, there'll be information on the website. Grand design tables of info. I don't believe we have any grand designs coming. As far as a table of info, that's not something that I don't think we have anything set up for that.
No, I didn't get contacted by Grand Design for this show, but if you hear of anything, let us know. I'll take care of them. Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead to talk about some of the activities, and I'll let Barb go ahead and get started with the book club. Go ahead.
Once again, we've got a guest author coming to our show. Love this. He's very excited. Ted Hayes and his book we're going to be reading together is Sun River Murders, and he's local. I always like to bring a little local lore to your event, and I'd love you all to. If you're asked to kind of pre-register, it only helps me know that I have enough seats, and he knows how what his attendance is going to be. But if you find yourself free on Saturday, the 18th at 1:30, please come into LABA. Five. And he'll be there, and come on in and tell me about the book. I believe I have some books pre-sale. He said he's going to get some for me. So be sure to get there and check out the info if we have any books for you. And he'll be there to talk about it, read it, and give a signature. So please, read the book.
Right.
That's an order.
Have you read the book yet?
Not yet. I've been reading.
Well, I think you better get on the ball.
No, I have to read other things.
Other things to be reading.
Do you care?
Yeah, one of the things, and folks who have either gone to convention before or who have watched one of our previous Q&As, one of the things we do is we typically try and take care of the charity when we're in the town, and what we've come up with is our Driven to Care program, and we do a couple of things with that. One is a silent auction, and that's become very popular. We started in 2022. That was, I think we had maybe 12 or so. I think when we were in Tucson this past time, we had 30-something offerings. I mean, it was just incredible. It's chapters, it's individuals, it's exhibitors. All kinds of folks are putting together baskets or bringing something to put on the table to bid on. And we raised a whole bunch of money in Tucson, and we'll continue to do that going forward. We encourage folks to not only volunteer or donate some things, but to also bid. And that'll be going on Wednesday through Friday afternoon. The bids will start at 3 o'clock, and then we'll call the winners, and they come and make their donation for their gifts. And the next day, if folks haven't gotten to us yet, then we can start looking down to see who is second, third, whatever. We can do that. Typically, within the first hour, they're all picked up. Because people are anxious to either get them or they're standing there waiting for 3 o'clock to hit.
To win.
Making sure I'm nudging everybody out and getting their bid.
It's kind of exciting.
So, that last hour is kind of fun as people stand around watching to see if anybody sneaks in on them. But it's a great way for us to make some money for the charity. Our charity this time is Camp Sunrise. It's a program put on by a hospital in Redmond. It's for children who have parents, siblings, friends who pass, who die, and adults kind of know a little bit about how to grieve, how to do that. Kids, it's really tough because they don't really understand a whole lot of what's going on. So it's a way for them to be able to have counselors, be able to talk to folks about how they're feeling when something like that. we think it's a great program. When we found out about it, we were kind of all in on supporting this group, and they're thrilled that we are working with them. So it should be a good combination there. The other thing we do, and this is an annual thing as well, is we do our Magic Mile. It's a run. I mean, some people call it a race. I don't know that anybody really races. Maybe they do. There's no award. But run, walk. If you're disabled, you can ride your mobility cart. Bring your dog, bring your friends. It costs $10 to participate in this. All the money goes directly to our charity program, Sunrise. We do it on Friday morning. It's a lot of fun. It's really great. It's really something else when we have a huge group do it. We all take off at the same time, and you just see this mass of people walking to raise money. And it's a lot of fun for those who are participating. And for those who have been to Redmond before, know the area, that's a great time of the day. It's still pretty cool in the morning. It hasn't really warmed up yet. I'm sure it'll be beautiful when everybody goes out for this walk in the morning. Basically, we do a mile just around the grounds, went through the campground areas. We'll start near Mayfield Circle. We'll end in that place, which is also where our coffee hour will take place that morning.
And you can pre-register for that. If you didn't do it when you registered, you can call us up and we'll get you registered for it. It's kind of nice that Ann knows in advance how to prepare, but you can also sign up on site. So if you get there and you can do this, come on over and sign up and register for it.
And the Magic Mile does start at 8 a.m. on that Friday. So, we ask folks to maybe get there a little bit earlier at Quartz Hill or so, get everything together, get going. If you did register for the Magic Mile, you can come and pick up, we got a little swag bag for you. You come and pick that up prior to the event, go over to the Expo Center. We'll have a table where that kind of stuff's given out. All right. We also have our chapter fair. Well, let's mention this anyway. One of the things we were wanting to do, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen because we just haven't done the sign-ups, is our golf outing. Also raise money for Camp Sunrise. We need a specific number of people to participate. We are not close to that. So if you are interested in playing in the golf outing, we need to hear from you by the end of this week, or we're going to have to say, sorry, we're not doing it. We were hoping we would get at least 60, and that's the number we told the golf club, and that's what they're expecting. So if we can't get that number, we're just going to have to, unfortunately, say we're not going to do it. But all the money raised from that as well. I mean, a certain amount of money we had to pay Juniper Golf Club. It's beautiful, right next door to the grounds. It's going to be a good time if we end up having it, but we do need to come up with a number, and we're not close to that number. So if you are interested, please give us a call and sign up. So we can end up doing this.
Is there information? That flyer. We sent it all out, but check your emails. We did send a
We've sent out a couple e-blasts about that. You can call us or send us an email, convention at FMCA.com, and we'll be happy to get you more information about it. It's $125. Kind of a continental breakfast. You get lunch. You get practice balls. You get
cart.
You get the cart. You get some beverages. You get. We'll have some. I call it score improvement products that you can purchase to help you out. Some mulligan kind of things. So it's really gonna. If we can go ahead and have this, it's gonna be a great time. But we do need some more signups if we're going to try and do it.
I hear for the area that it's a great deal for the pricing of the area for regular golf. Put together a really good package. So think about it.
We have one other question I'm just going to touch on real quick. Actually, a couple. We're going to answer these questions real quick. Paul asked, coming in on a daily entrance pass, they get a packet. You cannot get a packet, but you will get a program, a public gate program with a bunch of information in it about that. You won't get, if you're just coming in on, if you're getting a passport, it's one thing. If you're coming in on the $10 thing, you won't get a packet. And then Norm asked, we are one of four rigs coming in together, Elliott Park. As we mentioned earlier, if you are coming in together, stay together. And if you want to be all parked together, the best way to do it is get 4 pieces of paper, put Richie on the top of each, put one of 4, 2 of 4, and 3 of 4, 4 of 4. That way we all know, let's keep this Richie group together, and they can all get parked together. Our parking team will know we need to know 1, 2, 3, and 4 for this group. So if you can get there, you can line up together, all your paperwork together, let the parking team know you guys are all together. All right. On Tuesday is a busy day for a lot of folks, and that's why we bring you in on Monday. Tuesday, we got a lot of stuff planned for folks. We have our walkabout in the morning. Where you can get a guided tour. It takes 20 minutes, half an hour. The grounds are really close. Everything's kind of close together. You can stay right in the middle and see everything that's kind of going on in the facility. You look to the north, you see the Sisters buildings. South, you see the First Interstate Bank Center. You look to the east, or I'm sorry, to the west, you'll see the Coastal Pavilion and then the barns. So everything's within looking distance. So you'll take a little tour around the grounds with this walkabout thing, kind of learn where everything's going to be located. So the next day, you'll know where you're going. That day, we also have our first timers over in the first bank center, and Paul Mitchell, our senior VP, he'll be talking to you all about the convention itself, some other things, kind of get you prepped and prepared for the event itself. Right after that, in the same building, we're going to have the chapter fair just on the other side of the curtain. You get back there, talk to the folks who are involved with chapters at the table, and find out all about the different ways that different things that they do, and if it's something that you might be interested in participating in with them.
And then that night is the party in Redmond.
Right.
So Tuesday's a big night. So if you can get there by Tuesday morning, I would say do it.
Well, yeah, if we want most folks to be there Monday, and you really don't have to, right? We're not saying we're not going to let you in if you don't get there Monday, but we're asking most folks to show up on Monday, so that get settled, get acclimated, get to know the grounds a little bit. So that on Wednesday, by the time you get through Tuesday, you really have a good idea of everything. And on Wednesday, when the thing starts, you know where the seminar rooms are, you know where the entertainment is, you know where the expo hall is, all that kind of stuff you'll know already. And you won't have to be searching around on that Wednesday morning as you're wanting to get to a seminar or do something.
So overall, I mean, there's a lot of events. Now there's another program. You'll be able to read, through it and find out more details. We'll have a parade. We have the Summit Chapter Fest. There's entertainment throughout. The crafts will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sign up is Wednesday morning. That's the only kind of event, other than maybe some things that you have to physically sign up for. And the crafts will have a fee. So, but that's it. Everything else, it's walk-in, first come, first serve, all the other seminars. Salute to Service, you want to talk a little bit more about?
Yeah. Something we've done, and we've done this for a few years, is we want to recognize our members who have either served in the military, public service, fire, police, EMTs, types of things. We want to recognize those folks. And one of the things we came up with was Salute to Service. And basically what we do, we put a presentation together, and it's kind of morphed into, we used to just do it for entertainment, but now we're doing it both before a night of entertainment, and we're going to do it, throughout the event in our info center. So if you were in the military, or you were part of a fire department, police force, EMT, that type of thing, and you'd like to be part of this presentation, we ask you that to send in your information. I know Ann's putting it all up there. FMCA.com/FMCA-salute. Type that in. You'll come up with a form, and then you'll send your picture. You'll send your information to us. We need to get this up by March 5th. Or, I'm sorry, August 5th. Earlier would be even better. As we put this together and make sure that it looks really good. I know we've had some situations where the photo hasn't gotten through. When you try and send the photo, it has to be under 1 megabyte or 1 blend. If that happens, I will let you know that we didn't get it, because I get an error message that says it didn't happen, and I'll ask you to just email it to me directly. That way, I'll make sure that you have received the photo and that will be part of the presentation.
On to the app. Kind of.
Well, we talked about that a little earlier. Yeah, we did say digital programs available right now. So, that's kind of our first step into, folks, information they need for the event to happen. The texting service, Redmond 24, send that to 800-543-3622. That'll get you signed up for the texting service. The app is coming soon. The app has a couple of different things going on with it. The app is, basically your program in your pocket. On your phone, you get the same information that shows up in the program on the app. We also use the app for a lot of our notifications. So if you're not signed up with the text service, you will get notifications from the app. You can get both. I get it all. So just to make sure that I'm receiving everything, same information that's going out on the texting service goes out through the app notifications. We'll have a lot of information on the app here as we launch that in a week or two. I know Amanda's in the process of working on it right now. So hopefully, in a week or so, we'll be able to start getting some information out about it.
Again, the digital program is out and live. You don't even have to wait for it. You can go to FMCA.com under events, event sheets, and the information central. It's up there in the right-hand corner.
And with the program being released, published, put out for that, I know a lot of the volunteer opportunities now start to sign up, do the signups. A lot of people have been asking, when can I sign up for a volunteer? When can I get? Well, we try and hold off on that until people know what they want to do in the program, so they don't double book themselves. They want to go to a seminar, but all of a sudden they realize that they also just volunteer to do drive carts or do security or whatever. So we want to wait for folks to get a chance to at least see what's on the schedule before we start signing up for volunteer positions. But I'm guessing very soon, probably within the next couple days, all the volunteer groups will start, coming out and saying, "Hey, let's start signing up for the different positions for volunteers." So be on the lookout for that.
That leads us into one of our questions that we did receive. It says, I volunteer for seminars. When will I select which one?
And that will be coming out here very soon. You'll be contacted.
Be all about me.
You'll be contacted very soon about that kind of information. And what seminars you like to monitor. So it's coming right around the corner. As I mentioned, we're about 4 weeks away. So we do have quite a bit of time still before we actually start, doing the volunteer work. So we can get around to it now. I'm really happy when we're getting this program out 4 weeks ahead of time, which is kind of a little bit earlier, I think, than we usually do.
We'll talk about out, and we email a lot.
We do email a lot, and I know we get a lot of folks who say they don't receive our emails, and that's because for one reason or another, they have either opted out of receiving emails from FMCA, or opted out of just getting events emails from FMCA, or something where, for some reason, you've told us you don't want to get our stuff. If that's the case, but you still want to get your event things, contact marketing at FMCA.com. They can help you figure out how to get back so you can receive this information. Maybe you don't want to get everything sent out an email, but you want to get stuff that's pertinent to one of the convention. We're taking care of that. It's a little bit of a problem that we run into a lot. Unfortunately, it's a law that we have to deal with. If you tell us you don't want to email from us, we can't send it to you. And somewhere along the line, you may have said that. Maybe you didn't need to, but you did. Anyway, so, but we can always tell you how to change that about. We can't change it ourselves. We can tell you how to do that so that you are receiving the emails that we're sending out.
It could be case too where the email's incorrect. The person who registered for the event as the main person doesn't have an email on their account. It could be things like that. So just kind of follow up on it because you should be receiving emails.
Right.
Yeah,
And we do try. And I mean, when we're taking registrations over the phone, we do ask for a good email address so we can put that in with your information. But for those who sign up on the web, we can't make you put stuff in there that you don't want to. So it kind of, we kind of find ourselves in a situation sometimes where we don't have that information from you or about.
okay. Everyday housekeeping.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not a very good housekeeper. No. You must wear your name badge. You're getting these badges. Just before you leave your rig each day, say, have a little checklist. Do I have my name badge? Do I have some water? Do I have my phone? Do I have everything secure that when you leave, that if maybe bad weather, that things are just tied down and ready to go. So just kind of have that checklist in your brain to always have your badge because you're going to get stopped 100 times in a friendly way. And then what's going to happen is you have to go to the info center when another badge made, and could be long lines, and just don't leave home without it.
While you're at the show, make sure you have your badge with you. It's just, we all wear them. The staff wears them. Everybody wears the badges. And make sure you wear it when you go to town on Tuesday. Make sure you wear it whenever you're in town, because there are restaurants, there are places in town that will give you a discount for wearing your badge around. Talk to the folks at the chamber, and we're working with some of the groups in town, restaurants, to offer FMCA some discounts when they're in town if they wear their badge. So,
and it's a safety thing too, because if somebody's not wearing a badge, then you think, are they wrong? Are they registered? Are they just kind of? It's for your safety. So wear your badge. Okay.
no, we really
No,
don't want them to
we don't
cancel.
want you to cancel, but if you have to,
If you have to, it's cancel at FMCA.com. And right now, we did get past the early bird stage, so any cancellations now through the end of the through the event, it's $50. Get your money back minus $50. Unfortunately, we also have another starting on the 24th. Cancel, you will not receive your electric fees. I've been talking to our electrician, and he is in the midst of preparing to come. So very soon, I'm going to tell him this is my number. That's what he's going to bring, and that's what he's going to prepare for, and that's what we're going to owe him money for. At that point, then unfortunately, any cancellations after that, you won't get your electric back. I don't like it, but that's the way it is. We took some big hits from that in the past, where a lot of canceled right at the last minute, and it cost us quite a bit of money. We can't have that. We can't afford to have that happen to you all.
and then likewise, if you are on the grounds and you say it's really hot, and you need to upgrade because you are in generator and you'd like to, please give it ask us, because there sometimes we bring a few extra. So just be sure to ask if you want to upgrade.
Yeah,
Don't suffer.
we probably won't have a lot. So if you're interested in getting electric, or let us know soon. We're not going to have a lot of empty plugs. That's something that has haunted us in the past, and we need to make sure that we're as efficient as possible when it comes to our plug usage. Kim Lockwood asking my 15-year-old daughter attend the book club group, and the answer is absolutely yes. We encourage everyone and anyone to come to the book club, meet Mr. Haynes, and find out what he's all about as far as writing these books.
I'm not sure how it's rated, but Mom just kind of check it out. There might be some rough edges, but I would say this is pretty PG, not positive, because I haven't read yet. But yes, everybody come to the book club. They're really fun, and you wouldn't believe how the readers, our members are just so interesting. They ask the best questions. Authors, they're always stunned by our readers.
Yeah, it is kind of you're right about that part, because I think a lot of these folks come and they're maybe used to going to a library. They might have 2 or 3 people show up, or maybe a few more. They come to one of our book club things and there's 30, 40, 50, maybe 80 or more people in the audience, and they are instantly a star. So,
They really
and
like
they kind of
this.
get a kick out of it. It's a really fun event. Barb, the first one was 2018, right?
Yeah.
This is going on like 6 years she's been putting these together, and we've had some really great authors throughout the time. And it's sometimes a challenge for her, and she'll be telling me how it's never going to happen, and I have to stop doing it. And she's so frustrated, and this and that. And I'm a day or two later, she's like, I got it out there. So that makes her very happy. And that makes me very happy. You all know how that works.
Well, any more questions? We can, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. I
Um,
think we hit all the
Yeah.
questions that were on there.
so,
We got this is the final one of these. We will be live again this Friday for Fuel Up Friday by Sheet Pro. They are, we're going to weigh a couple more gas cards, fuel cards, and also talk about some of the other things they do. They did these 10 fuel cards, each for $300. They also do some other things that they're going to give away at the event itself. So we want to thank them an awful lot for what they do for our conventions. Not only these giveaways and things like that, but the service and all the other stuff that they do during the event itself. So make sure if you see them around to thank them for everything they do for FMCA, as well as our other sponsors. Beaver Coach Sales, our title sponsor. They're going to be doing a lot of stuff with this. Program. You're going to see all the things they're doing. They're putting together or sponsoring the downtown thing on Tuesday night. They've got a large display area that they're going to have RVs in. So we're going to see quite a presence of Beaver Coach Sales, along with all of our other sponsors.
Henderson's lineup, some games, and local products, ladies lunches, a lot of support we're getting.
Fantasy does the entertainment.
Yeah,
We have a
I
number.
see
I hate to start
I
mentioning
know.
because
It's
we'll
all in the
miss
book.
some. But yeah, we do make sure that in the program we mention all of our sponsors. We'll also be in our newsletter during the event. We'll be able to see who all of our sponsors are and what they've provided for the event. And we want to thank them. Without them, it'd be very difficult to do this. They provide us a lot of support in many different ways.
We're all looking forward to seeing you.
Yep. What else? Is that about it? If you have questions, if you have any questions as we get closer, we'll be in the office until the 6th or 7th. We'll still have things in the office here. And you can certainly call us 800-543-3622 and have your questions answered, or send us an email, convention@fmca.com. We'll get right back to you, or get back to you as quickly as possible. We will have a lot of stuff going on as far as us getting ready, packing, getting all of our last second printed, put together, plans kind of that need to be tied up right here at the end. So we will be busy, but never too busy to answer questions from our attendees. For those who may be watching, who aren't coming into RV but want to come and visit, we will have a public gate. It will be at the Alloway Gate, which is down at the far east end, I guess, of the ground. $10 per person, $25 for a group of 3 or more if you are military. For free. I think kids under I can't remember what the number is, but kids get in for free. $10 for that. If you want to do a passport, they're $50 a piece. That gets you in everything. That's all the seminars, entertainment, all the other stuff that you can do at the passport as well. So if that's something that interests you, if you have friends, you're in the area, bring them along with you. Come see everything that we have going on.
The daily passport, the $10 opens at 1. So, and then it's 9 to 5 Thursday, 9 to 5 Friday, and 9 to 5 Saturday.
That's for the expo portion of the event. Yeah, the indoor suppliers as well as the RV displays.
If by chance you're ready to leave and you're packed and ready to go, you had your packet mailed to you and you didn't make it, just call, don't panic. We'll get one made for you and send you everything that you need to get there, and we'll have it ready for you when you will call.
Yeah, sometimes there's a mix up in the address it was sent to, and it might get sent. You might be at one place, you might go to another place. You know what? It's not that big a deal. It really isn't. We can take care of it. We'll make sure that we get your credentials to you when you show up, or we'll mail you a new thing now. You know, if for some reason, you know, you've registered a couple months ago and by next Wednesday you haven't gotten anything, give us a call and we'll try and figure out either where your packet went to or where we need to send the next one to, or we just put it in more.
As of today, about everybody who's registered is in the mail if it was supposed to be there. So you can kind of do your timing.
And we know a lot of folks are receiving it already. So we've had some calls about folks who have received it. So we know it's out there. I suspect the majority of people will receive it by Friday. So.
Do you guys want to let them know that if they did not, their will call email that went out this morning, to contact us?
Yeah, we did send those out today. Was it today or yesterday?
This morning, but
Okay.
those that I had trouble with, I personally emailed you from bfiler@fmca.com. You received an email from me with the information, and also that you had opted out and to maybe fix that if you want to. But those should all have gone out.
Yeah, if you asked to have your credentials set up will call, you should have received an email from us today, either from and I'm not sure, convention at FMCA, whatever, convention, or from Barb. If you did not receive an email from either of us or either of those senders, please let us know what's going on. There's sometimes people thought they put it in will call and it got mailed. Other times people wanted it mailed and it got sent to will call. So, you know, we just have to figure out where we're at and how we need to remedy it. Anything else?
It's good if we get it all finished before that truck leaves. We'll handle.
Well, we can take care of stuff when we're out there, but it's nicer if we can take care of it back here in Cincinnati before rolling it all out. Redmond, and we do pack the truck on August the 2nd, I believe. That's when it will be leaving for Redmond, even though the event's not another 12 days. It's a pretty long little drive out there, so it won't get there probably until next Tuesday after leaving on Friday. So, and then we get things going. We build this big party.
Yep. Well.
Anything else, Barbie?
Maureen, we'll see you there. Maureen's got class.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Join us Friday for the last Filler Up Friday drawing, and we'll see y'all in Redmond here in about a month. Have a great weekend or a great week.
Yeah. Thanks to all our volunteers for gearing up. We're looking forward to working this show with you. It's been a great group. You're all great.
It's going to be good. And, you know, hopefully the weather is very good out in Redmond. I know there's been a little bit of fire going on out there. We hope that's all going to be taken care of, and there'll be no issues when we're out there in August. So, all right. Well, tell them goodbye, Barb.
Be safe. Goodbye.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you.